I just want to do this video real quick for the single mothers and the single daddies out there. Let me just go ahead and say this right here. Don't allow anyone to make you feel bad for doing what you have to do for your family. I'm going to say it again for the ones in the back. Do not allow anyone to make you feel bad for doing what you have to do at this time, at that time, to raise your kids, whether you a man or a woman. Because sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do, but do what you have to raise your kids. It does not matter where you work at. It don't matter if you work at fast food. It don't matter if you work in healthcare. It don't matter if you work as a cashier. It don't matter if you work at Walmart. It don't matter where you work at. It don't matter if you work in housekeeping. It don't matter, because I see a lot of females, and I'm not even going to talk about men. I'm talking about females. I see a lot of females downgrading the next woman because she worked as a cashier, or she work at McDonald's, or she work at fast food, or she go on a bus table as a waitress, or she a housekeeper at a hospital, or she a housekeeper. Don't allow nobody to make you feel bad for doing what you have to do to provide for your kids, and to fellas too. It's not about where you are, but it's where you're going. Your now destination is not your final destination. It's not. It might just be where God has you at right now. It's not your final destination. And you have to know that you're going to go through some things in life to get to your final destination. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not. You're going to have some tests. You're going to have some trials and tribulations. You're going to have some stumbling blocks. You're going to have some things that's going to work out. You're going to have some things that's not going to work out. You're going to have some people that come in your life, and you're going to have some people leave out your life. It's called seasons. Some people are only going to be around for seasons of your life. Everybody can't go with you into the next level where God's going to get ready to take you in. When I moved to this new city, I stopped living my life on other people's terms. I stopped worrying about what people feel about me, how people feel about me. When I went to stay in the extended stay hotel for 5 months, didn't nobody even know I was staying in the extended hotel, but me, my kids, and probably my dad. My dad knew, because he was coming where I was. But didn't nobody know I was in the extended stay hotel. I moved in complete silence until I moved. Until I was ready to say checkmate. Everything don't have to be exposed, and everything don't have to be said. You're not living your life to prove a point to nobody but yourself and God. That's it. You don't live your life to prove a point to other people. Allow people to believe what they want to believe, and allow people to say what they want to say. Because they're going to be the very same people talking when God get ready to open them doors and bless you with what he has for you. They're going to be the same people talking, oh, I knew you was going to make it. I knew you was going to do this. You didn't know I was going to do it. You just surprised that I kept making things happen. After you didn't sit around and talk about me like a dog, you just surprised and I made stuff happen for myself. You surprised I kept going. You surprised I moved to a whole different city where I didn't know nobody. You thought I was going to fail, but I didn't. You're surprised. That's what the problem is. I'm going to be the same people talking about, oh, I knew you was going to do it. I knew this was going to happen for you. Oh, I'm so happy for you. No, you're not. You're just surprised that I kept going. So you thought I was going to run back to what I was used to. But I stayed right here. And while the pressure was on me, I stayed right here in it. You thought I was going to run back to what I was used to. You thought I was going to run back to that relationship. You thought I was going to run back to you where y'all mishandled me and didn't treat me right and treated me like the outsider. But I stayed right here and I dealt with the pressure. I dealt with the misfortunes. And I allowed God to show up in my life. That's what I did. So don't let what people feel about you dictate your next moves in your life. Because they are the ones that don't got their life figured out. They are the ones trying to live for every single body but their self because they not happy. They can't tell you how to live your life. They can't tell you what you need to do. They can't tell you none of that because their life is not all the way put together. They still going through turmoil. They still trying to figure it out. How can you tell me how to live my life when you still trying to figure your own life out? You can't do that. Now, when you not made it through a storm and you not made it somewhere, then that becomes a testimony. Now you can tell me some things about life because you already been there. But you can't tell me how to live my life, how to raise my kids, what I need to do if you haven't been there, if you haven't went through the things that I'm going through. I don't expect for you to give me no advice on anything that you didn't go through. Y'all stop letting people make you feel bad for doing what you got to do for your kids. I don't care what it is. A house is better than no house. Having shelter over your head is better than not having shelter at all. It's a lot of people that don't even have shelter right now. Having a car is better than not having a car at all. Being able to get around is better than not being able to get around at all. Y'all got to look at the big picture. It's people really out here that really need help and don't have no help, don't have no family support, don't have nothing. They don't have a job right now. They've been putting in application for the last 5 months and they still have not found a job. But yet you can complain about somebody going to work at McDonald's just to make ends meet for their family. Or going to bus tables or going to work at housekeeping or whatever they're doing just to make ends meet for their family, but they're making it happen. I get so tired of seeing it. None of us is bigger than each other to where we can look down on somebody else just because you feel like you're at a certain place in your life. It's okay to look down on somebody. It's okay to talk about somebody. It's not. It's not. A lot of y'all need to understand where y'all come from and where y'all going. And a lot of times when y'all get to these high places, you forget where you was, where you came from. And God had to take you back 10 steps so you can remember where you came from. I'm saying this to people that people talk about them because I seen a video to my girl say, oh, y'all, a female, or somebody was talking about me because I'm a cashier at a Kangaroo. And she making money. She got a job to pay her, to take care of her kids. So what's the problem? Don't y'all know you got to crawl before you walk and you got to start from somewhere? Y'all do know that, right? You got to start from somewhere. And sometimes in life, you just got to lose it all and start again. I lost everything when I moved here to this new city. I literally lost every single thing. And I had some nice stuff in my house. I had a nice bedroom set. I bought my daughter a brand new bedroom set. I lost a lot of stuff moving to this new city. But I understand materialistic things can be replaced. If I got it once, I can get it again. Believe that. So don't let nobody make you feel bad for where you at in your life, because where you at is not where you're going. Your now situation is not your forever situation.